Jackets lose 2-1 to the Vegas Golden Knights. They had so many golden opportunities to score. Foligno was in the crease on a power play. The puck goes through Fleury, and he's trying to get at it, but he can't get it in. Later on the same power play, Anderson has the puck on the side of the net. He sees he has Milano on the back door. Gets it over to him. It's in the air a little bit. Milano smacks at it. It goes straight through the crease. In the third period, Jones had a shot. Fleury made the save. It went through him. It was laying behind him. John Merrill was there first, and he poked it out of the way. Axon couldn't get there in time. Multiple shots that were taken. Fleury would make the save and go, okay, it's not in. Kukin had played amazing in this game. He was one of the few people that was like, hey, we have this. And he kept pushing and pushing and pushing and dragging people with him. He had that amazing shot in the third period where he's in his own zone. He carries it up the ice, gets in the offensive zone, and just stops at the blue line. All the Jackets push all the forwards back for the Vegas Golden Knights. He takes the shot. It hits the post. Fleury has no clue where it's at. He's just like, I don't know what's going on. It hits the post, and it goes right between his legs, and that's when Fleury finally figures out where the puck is at. Just so close. And with all these opportunities the Jackets keep getting, when the Jackets cash in and start scoring on some of these, they're just going to take off. But it's one of those things where they're trying everything and it's just not working. I thought Corpy had a very good game. Got let down by the defense on the one. The other one, he kind of knocked it himself. So two things that weren't really his fault. And that ended up being the game. It's another solid performance where he kept the Jackets in it. It was like, I'm doing my job. I need you guys to do yours. And that's what the Jackets were getting from Bob for the past couple of years. Was Bob playing crazy out of his mind and the Jackets slowly building up their offense. Starting off though, first period, Vegas comes out, they get an early power play, but the Jackets have that early kill. They shut it down. Vegas gets 0 shots on the power play. And then the Jackets start to come to life, and they start putting shot on net and shot on net. And every time Fleury just looks a little shaky, he's not controlling his rebounds. He missed the previous game due to illness. And the Jackets keep applying some pressure, but it's not really going in. And then Vegas comes back, and they're just taking shots on Corpy, and it's back and forth. Not too much is going on. Goalies are making saves. About a minute left. Vegas sends the puck up the ice. Marshall gets at the blue line. He enters the zone and gets over William Karlsson. Karlsson taps it over to Riley Smith. Riley Smith is going behind the net. He just throws it out front. And when he does that, it hits the stick of Corpy as Corpy's pulling his arm in to make the move to go to the other post. As he does that, he knocks a puck in the back of the net himself. Vegas leads 1-0. But Jack's like, hey, that was offside. We're going to challenge it. And I'm 50-50 on this. There are certain angles where I'm like, he's onside. And then there's other angles where I'm like, well, that's clearly offside. And I really don't envy the refs at this point. There are some where it's, okay, yes, he's offside, and no, he's clearly onside. This one, it could go either way. Marshall still gets the puck. He's kind of controlling it, going into the zone. His whole body enters the zone. His stick looks like it's on the puck, so since he entered the zone first, as long as he has control of the puck, that is not offside. And from certain angles, it looks like he's controlling the puck. And then other angles, it looks like he's not controlling the puck. But then you also have to take into account, what do the refs consider controlling the puck? Is it within his little area where he's clearly the one that's going to have it? Does it have to be on his tape? So it's all what they determine, and the refs determine he had control of the puck. It is a good goal. The Jackets get a 2-minute penalty for delay game, and Sonny has to go serve that. And that is now the 6th time this season that the Blue Jackets have given up a goal in the final minute of a period. Clearly, they like to do this, and they need to play the full 20 minutes of a period rather than 19 minutes of a period. But the Jackets kill the first part off, get to the second period. They come out for the second period, they kill a final little bit off, and there's a big boost. They start to apply pressure. They're coming wave after wave after Vegas. Vegas has a little bit of an answer, but not too much. About 5 minutes in the period, Vegas is in the Jacket zone. Anderson breaks it up. He takes off. He has a little bit of a breakaway. Merrill's right there with him. Anderson enters the offensive zone. Anderson cuts in front of Merrill, and he kind of one hand throws at the net towards Fleury. Fleury makes the save. Gives up the rebound. Good opportunity, but it didn't cash in. Foligno is the guy coming in as the second wave. He gets it, throws it back to the top where Boone Jenner's coming in. Boone Jenner shoots it. It gets blocked. It goes back out to the point. Dean Kukin is now the fourth wave coming in. Boone Jenner curls up. Kukin gets it. He starts to head towards the net. He's looking at the net. He's selling shot the entire way and does a no-look pass over to Boone Jenner. Everybody now shifts. Boone Jenner takes this shot. Fleury's overplaying. It beats Fleury, and the Jackets tie it up at 1. Boone Jenner's 4th goal of the year. But this goal is basically how the Jackets' night went the entire game. Anderson had a missed opportunity, Jenner had a missed opportunity, and then Jenner finally scores on the 3rd opportunity of one play. They just needed multiple opportunities, and Vegas was allowing the Jackets to have one opportunity, but they were doing a good job and cleaning it up so the Jackets couldn't get 2 or 3 opportunities on the same play, and that ended up being the difference maker in this game. Shortly after that, Jackets are in the offensive zone, they're buzzing around. Sonny Milano's blowing the net with the puck. He gets hooked. Naughty, you can't do that. Jackets have a power play just after they got a goal. Everything's working out. Vegas does a good job killing it, and they send it down the ice. Jackets come back up the ice. Zach Werenski leads the rush into the zone, and he takes it below the goal line, and he tries to cycle it, but Vegas is pressuring the one side of the ice. There are 4 Jackets over there, which means PLD is the open guy on the other side of the ice. As the Jackets are trying to get it in the zone, it actually gets set up. Foligno takes it and just throws it over there, trying to get it to PLD. The Vegas defenseman Holden sees this, steps up, pokes up the ice, and now it is a 2-on-1 for William Karlsson and Riley Smith. Foligno's doing a good job back-checking. Holden's right there with them. Foligno kind of has Holden, but he's going towards Riley Smith at the same time. So it's a 2-on-1, 3-on-2 kind of weird situation. But the main players in this are William Karlsson, Zach Werenski, and Riley Smith. I'm calling it a 2-on-1. They enter the offensive zone. William Karlsson has the puck, and he's moving a little bit faster than Zach, and Zach has to turn around. And in that split second where Zach has to turn around, William Karlsson makes the pass over to Riley Smith, in between Zach and his stick, right over to Smith. Smith gets it, pits it past Corpy, and Vegas leads 2-1 on a shorthanded goal. The Jackets have 6 power play goals this year. They've given up 4 shorthanded goals this year. Clearly, something on the power play is not working. But after that, the Jackets would get a couple opportunities. Fleury would stand tall, and Corpy would have to make the few saves he would have to in the second period, and we end the second period with Vegas up 2-1. Coming out for the third period, Jackets are applying pressure. They're sustaining offensive zone time. Vegas has had third period troubles of late, and so just keep applying pressure to them. Jackets should be fine. Fleury's head looks shaky all night. Keep hitting pucks on him. And the chances the Jackets were pitting off Fleury were some really good chances, but they just couldn't go in. Kukin had his one shot where it hit the post and went under him. There was that one where Jones took the shot and Axton just can't get to it. Borgstrand came off the bench near the end of the game. Nobody knew he was there. He had a little mini breakaway. Fleury just happened to get a piece of it. Just so many times where Fleury would get a little piece of it. The Jackets' shot accuracy seemed to improve. There were not too many shots that were high and above the net, but Jackets couldn't solve Fleury, and Vegas wins 2-1. Jackets have now lost 5 games in a row. They did get 1 point out of it, though, in that St. Louis game, but losing 5 straight, that's not good enough. They need to start picking up some wins here, and they're going to be going on their first road trip. It goes Arizona, Colorado, then obviously they're going to go to Montreal. I don't know who makes the schedule, but they're not good at their job. So hopefully during this road trip, the Jackets can come together, figure out what is wrong with their scoring problems, and start to score some goals. Corpy and Elvis are doing all they can to drag the Jackets to wins, and the Jackets are not showing up to help them out. So until next time, when the Jackets play the Arizona Coyotes, click like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until then, I will see you later.